Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Brendan Ecker Influence, where I teach you how to succeed, accomplish your dreams, and develop multiple income streams. The reason I wanted to make this is because I wanted to talk about my journey as the CEO of Gold Shark Media and what Gold Shark Media is really about. Gold Shark Media is a media company that is dedicated to advertising, yes, promotion, things like that. But what it's most important for is building the American dream. You see, what's important about Gold Shark Media is that we're going to be here for the long haul. Okay, so in 10 years, where do I see Gold Shark Media? Well, Gold Shark Media, I want it to become somewhat close to what Valuetainment, Joe Rogan, a little bit of Alex Jones in there. I like the concept of those individuals because they talk about not just business or one thing, but they tie everything together. And they tie the world together because truly you can't be a successful individual and you can't run a successful business if you don't tie all of the things happening in the world to your business, because the things in the world do affect your business. Some debate that it doesn't. But I have learned from experience so far as just a young entrepreneur. From 2 years experience, Gold Shark Media is now 2 years old. It's the year 2025. We started in 2023. We started this company May 31st or June 1st, 2023. And now here we are. And we've made it 2 years. We still have to make it through tax season and go through all of that. But good things have happened, and with Instagram we've amassed a good following. Just 676 followers within 1 month of actually posting content. We just started to post content last month, in the month of January of 2025. We really just started posting content then, and immediately we've gained about 676 followers now and rising. It's even higher now that you're watching this, and we're getting about 50,000 viewers just on Instagram every single month annually, according to the analytics, as you can see on the screen. And on top of that, on YouTube, we've amassed 29,000 subscribers. 29,000 subscribers. And we are truly at a place of complete awe because we worked really hard to get here. And when I say we, I say mostly, me. Most of the time I was working on this business by myself. I was getting clients on my own, and sometimes I end up working and doing most of the work by myself anyways. I learned to become a marketer because I was interested in how useful and resourceful it could be to know all of those things, right? I was always intrigued by marketing because if you understand business and how to market oneself, and if you know how to market other people, then wouldn't it be really easy to win in life? And let me tell you, I thought poorly because let me tell you, I learned fast that through starting a business, it's stressful and it's hard, but it's also the most worth it experience I've ever had in my life. I've never felt more like I'm on this adventure, this voyage, this journey, this important journey for self-discovery maybe, but more so for innovation and industrialism. I feel as if being an entrepreneur, coming from a career in law enforcement, that I have this ability to be free, to do anything I truly want to do. And so this is why I believe in business. This is why I believe everybody should aspire to learn business, to learn the arts of business, psychology, finance, right? Taxation and things like that, real estate. You need to learn all of these things because if you can learn these different industries, you can truly master the world. Because what happens when you have money from your business? Let's say you develop a business that has pretty much an infinite amount of possibilities. You decide how much your business makes and earns every single month, right? You decide at the end of the day because you're the CEO. You don't get to do that at a regular job, right? Being a business owner allows you to have this freedom, and that was what opened my eyes to it. One, I was always interested in business. I always had a passion for it. I was always pretty entrepreneurial my entire life. I love business. And, okay, first of all, 1 second. Let me just, go off here because I can't do this tie. I can't do the tie. I don't want to wear it. I think ties are just stupid. I think they just are it's just not for me. It's just not for me. Just no. Oh, it's so much better. You know what? A little bit more my style here. We're going to roll up these sleeves because Brendan Ecker just doesn't do this shit. I don't do ties. I don't like ties. Ties are just lame, okay? They're lame. I only wear ties at weddings when I have to, or at a block tie event when there's money there and people think it's important, but it's not. But it's the only time I like to wear a tie. I'm a rebel, you see. Okay, I like to think for myself. I like to do things on my own accord. Sorry, I'm struggling to roll up this sleeve here. but don't worry, it'll be worth it. The content in this episode, we're talking about the American dream and why I started pursuing it and why I felt it to be an important task. Okay, so being a business owner is a very satisfying thing. Being a business owner allows you to have freedom and time in your schedule, to have time in your life. It allows you to be able to make an uncapped amount of income. Okay, and I always say this in almost every episode. Hold on. One of the main reasons I wanted to get into business is because I spent most of my life in sports. I was always in sports since about 3 years old, 2.5, I think. I was playing soccer, and the next thing I knew, I was playing basketball, I was playing tennis. The next thing I knew, I was playing football and baseball. I played baseball forever, and then eventually powerlifting, played football and baseball in college, majored in criminal justice. Then I got bored with life. Okay, so I wanted to go be a cop, became a police officer for a short time. Actually, I'm still a cop. I keep saying, I talk as if I'm not a police officer anymore because one day I'm not going to be a police officer anymore. So it's funny how we have this situation where I have to speak as if I'm not a police officer because I'm thinking in terms of the future, right? In 10 years, I might not be a police officer. At some point in my life, I'm not going to be a police officer. That's why I say when I used to be a police officer. But as of the recording of this video, I am still a police officer part-time, more by choice, just to free up my schedule so I can run my businesses. But just wanted to explain that. So one of the main reasons I wanted to start a business is because I wanted freedom. I learned that becoming a police officer was great and it was rewarding, and I did meet really talented and skilled people, and it was all fulfilling to a certain degree. But at the same time, I felt as if I had very little freedom and control over my life. And so being an entrepreneur allowed me to do all of these things. My whole life I was kind of an entrepreneur. Even in high school, I was selling what we called Raider cards. We were the Elmont Raiders, and so we would basically go house door to door back when it was a more normal time, and you'd raffle Raider card tickets. You'd sell raffle Raider card tickets is what they were called. And I sold the most. I had the record for selling the most because, one, I had a good team with me, of course, because I got everybody together who was the most motivated, and I tried to get them on my team and to work for us, and we combined teams. See, I was smart. I found the best people, and that was why I was the best Raider card salesman. But I digress. The reason I loved business my whole life is because it allows you to make as much money as you want to make, and you can be in control of the world. Okay, you go your whole life in school learning how to get a job, but not how to create a job. And again, I reiterate this almost in every single YouTube episode I make. But it's true. You learn how to get a job, not how to create a job. You learn how to think like an employee, not to think like an employer. Okay, you learn how to think like an employer maybe, but you also, for sure, never learn how to think like an investor. Name me all the times in school, whether you went to a public school, private school, that you actually learned about real estate, investing, right? Name me all the times that you learned about this, the differences between residential, commercial, industrial, and things like that, all these different forms of real estate. When did you learn about that in school? When did you learn how to acquire cash-flowing businesses like laundromats or storage facilities or all of these boring businesses, but they would make you a good $10K a month? In school, how much did you really learn how to start or how to buy businesses, how to cash flow, right? Did you ever learn about the banking system, fractional reserve banking? Did you ever learn about 363 sales, private equity? Did you learn about any of this? Software as a service, which today making $30 million a year annually, some of these businesses. I know friends and other CEOs that own software companies, and they are just making absolute killings. I don't know how, but they are. And it's because they've learned skills. They've acquired skills to learn how to code, to learn how to run nodes, all of these things that live in 2025. They've learned how to integrate artificial intelligence into their business. And see, at Gold Shark Media, the reason we're going to live in 10 years is because we are investing in research and development. So right now as the CEO, I have a very limited amount of capital and funds. I have a limited amount of resources, as every business owner and entrepreneur does. But right now, we are in the beginning stages. See, we're only in year 2 still, and we've made some money. We've built a good clientele. We've got over a dozen clients. And now we're just working on ramping things up a little bit faster. Now we're thinking about investing in more marketing agencies down the road. We're thinking about investing a lot of our assets into real estate. We're thinking about investing a lot of our assets into XRP ETFs because obviously XRP will be replacing Bitcoin soon, as we know, most likely, based on what we know today. So we're thinking in the future, Gold Shark Media. We're thinking about how to make sure our clients can make money later. See, if Gold Shark Media wins, we believe in providing a profit share for our clientele. And I guess you could call them our shareholders in many ways. And I guess I'd like to make that a real thing at a later point, because some of the clients that we've had so far have truly been the reason Gold Shark Media has stayed alive. I can't tell you how many times I've, by the tip of my fingernails, have been trying to keep Gold Shark Media going, and we are able to keep it going because we can keep getting new clients, right? So if you're looking to grow your business, go to www.goldsharkmedia.com and order our lowest plan offer for $200, and you'll get 500 DMs a month. Plus, we'll also manage your social media. We'll do all of that good stuff. Advertising, promo. We'll sponsor you on our old Gold Shark Media account, or our new Gold Shark Media account, and we will also make sure that you're getting all the brand awareness that you need as a business to make sure that you succeed. And that's what we are all about. We're about building the American dream. We know that there's other marketing agencies out there just like us. We know that anybody can do this. We know that any team, you can go and work with any team you want. But the reason I would want to work with Gold Shark Media is because you're not just working with me, Brendan Scott Ecker, who I take my reputation very seriously. I'll be working directly with you one-on-one, but also you'll be working with a team of the best marketers, the best team of highly talented, what do you want to call it, freelancers, you could call them employees, you could call them agents, whatever. But Gold Shark Media allows you as a business owner to have a lot more freedom than you might have already had. Okay, so again, we know that you can work with anybody else. We know that marketing agencies are expensive, but guess what? Plain and simple, your business needs marketing. And at some point along the way, you need to double down on marketing, or triple down on it even, because the more eyeballs that see your product, the more people that can potentially buy your product. And that is what puts you ahead of the race. How many people are seeing your product every single day? You know, are you running organic social media content that's, getting your brand name out, your brand word out, all of these things? What's your LinkedIn profile look like? Would it be nice if you could have an agency managing your LinkedIn, your X, your Facebook, all of your social media, and not just managing content and posting stuff, but actually going to get you clients, sending 500 DMs a day, actually staying in the DMs. I can tell you as a business owner, trying to hire appointment setters was such a pain because some of them would work, some of them didn't. But you know what? I enjoyed the idea of being able to provide this service for other businesses because I know I can get the job done right. I know how to properly conduct appointment setting in a way that makes sense, that doesn't irritate clients, that doesn't rely fully on automation, but also allows automation to do its magic so it can get you as many clients as possible and allow you to free up as much time as possible at the same time. Okay, so at the end of the day, when you work with Gold Shark Media, you're investing in a team, yes, just like any other agency, but we're going to be holding your hand one-on-one. You're investing in me. You're investing in success. You're investing in positioning yourself for the long term. Okay, that's the reason for our higher ticket plans now. So if you want to invest in our higher ticket plans, then we're going to pump more of that money you give us into advertising so we can manage the funds. We could manage DM outreach. We could manage e-learning creation. All of these just basically we want to be your creative number twos. We want to be your creative side by side. We want to be your creative partners in this growth of business that will eventually change your life if you can do this correctly. Business is a powerful way to make money, and it's not worth giving up on, because if you give up on your business, then you got to go back to a job you hate, right? So you can't give up. You just need to invest in more marketing, and that's where Gold Shark Media comes in. That's what I love about what we do here at Gold Shark Media. And being 2 years into business and, again, struggling to keep the doors open from time to time, we've struggled to be down on our luck, and we've had losses. But you know what? Now we are in a position of complete power, and we are in a position of leadership because we promote the 1%. We promote the billionaire class. We promote those who want to rise to higher echelons of success, and not just life, but also abundance, right? Balance. Okay, that's what it's all about. That is real success. And so to me, being somebody who served in law enforcement, I know what it's like to be on really intense calls and have to handle just red light situations where it's like, oh shit, okay, time to lock it up, time to make sure we're safe here, time to make sure things get done. Okay, I know what it's like to be in a dangerous position. I know what it's like to go to a job you might not enjoy as much as everybody else around you. So you don't do as well as everybody else around you. I know what all of this is like, and it's the reason I started Gold Shark Media. Gold Shark Media is about building the American dream for entrepreneurs and motivated individuals who want to help build not just themselves, not just their families, but also America, the United States. You know, there's so much to say about this country where we live and what we've developed and the roots and the DNA of America. And the reason I love business is because I believe in America. And I believe in American business, because American business, when American business is doing well, everything else seems to be doing well. If businesses are able to be started, and if businesses are able to thrive and make more money and to collect more, to acquire more clients, then businesses can go on to live legends, but also feed their families, most importantly. You know, businesses, when they are successful, can allow individuals to rise to their greatest selves. Everybody's focused on going to a job, and we think that that's what life is all about. And that isn't what life is all about. Life is not all about going to a job. Life is a beautiful mystery. Life is full of interesting concepts, interesting ideas, opportunities, and voyages, quests, things we never learned, hidden truths. There's so many places that have never been explored. Most of the ocean. We've never even found Atlantis yet. Supposedly we have. Supposedly we haven't. Who knows? But why not explore that deeper? Well, you can't, because you don't have enough money. Because you're not making enough money in your business, A, or B, your job isn't paying you enough money. So therefore, you can barely afford to pay the bills, and then nonetheless you got to feed your family, and now you want to talk about building your dreams? Well, this is risky. And this is where the question comes in. Is it worth it? Are you ready to actually take the step to move to the next level? Do you want to join the highest ranks of entrepreneurs? And do you want to not just do that? You know, it's not about being the highest ranking entrepreneur. It's about being the highest ranking you as an individual. It's about being the highest ranking example for others, for humanity, for what we are able to achieve if we reach our highest potential and if we put in the work and we take the risks and if we dare to risk even. So this is what Gold Shark Media is all about. This is what we live for. This is what I live for. I believe in the American dream. And this is why I started Gold Shark Media. I know that there are thousands and thousands of marketing agencies. I know that anybody can go and do this. I know you could work with anybody you want, and I'm not ignorant to this. I care about finding clients who want to work with me, who want to work with the best. I want to work with clients who want to have a business that lasts longer than 2 years. I want to work with businesses who have real financial gain and potential. I like working, for example, if you're a real estate agent or a real estate broker, we like to work with you. If you're an engineer and an innovator, we would love to work with you. If you are a public figure, a personality, we'd love to work with you. Influencer, we'd love to work with you. We can turn you into an affiliate, or we can be your affiliate. One of the two, maybe both, if you're interested. At the end of the day, this is what it's all about. This is the American dream. We work with the best. We work with AI companies. We work with software companies because we understand that this is the future. We work with blockchain companies, cryptocurrency companies. We want to live on the edge because we're ready for industrialism and innovation. We're ready to achieve what many believe is impossible, but with focus and vision, with faith in the concept and the process. Imagine what can be achieved with no limits, with no caps on what you can make, with no more policies and employee blah, 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 blah. No. Hire a marketing agency and we will just make you go viral. We will just get you all your clients. One-time investment and you're good to go. Make it into a monthly thing, whatever. We'll negotiate it. It's all customizable. Look on our website, www.goldsharkmedia.com, and you'll see. And also you can, of course, buy merch. We sell coffee mugs. We sell hats. We sell clothing. We sell all that kind of cool stuff. And then right now, also, if you do want to order anything from the apextechnologystore.com, I did just buy that domain, and we're building up a Shopify store for that. So be sure to DM me, and I'll get you a pre-order for one of our items. So be sure to do that. for sure. You'll love it. So why is it that I'm talking to you? Why is it that I'm talking to this camera in this empty room, feeling like a weirdo? But this is what people do. People watch videos of people like me talking to you. Because this is the future. Unfortunately, we all live on our phones and technology. This device that you're holding in your hand, or this device that you're looking at, whether it be your laptop, a tablet, whatever, is controlling you. So the truth is, do you want technology to control you, or do you want to control technology? You want to go into the realms of AI? We'll help you do that. Gold Shark Media works with the future, and that's what I want to be a part of. That's why I started Gold Shark Media. It's not just about starting businesses and making a lot of money. It's about proving something to yourself, and that's why I wanted to do this. Being a police officer is hard, and it motivated me to do more in life. I felt like I was called to achieve something more. I wrote Beyond the Beat, How I Made My Door My Office. You can look at both of the books right here. Be sure to buy them on Amazon, by the way. Not too expensive for you. Or you can get the ebooks really cheap. I think you can get the ebook on Kindle for like 99 cents, so be sure to do that. But my books, I wrote those because I felt like I was called to do it. Whether my books were good, bad, I don't really care. I haven't gotten a lot of reviews on my books yet because honestly, I'm more of an entrepreneur who just tries new things. Okay, I didn't even really think to do a book launch and all of this stuff. I didn't know what I was doing. Okay, I launched the book on my birthday, September 7th. And essentially, that was my plan. That was the strategy. Launch the book on my birthday. And so I never did any kind of book launch, anything like that. And so now I don't really have a lot of reviews on it. I'm still working on this stuff. I'm just, I have plans for how to get the reviews and whatnot. But right now, Gold Shark Media, I was inspired to do all of this, to write the books, to start the marketing agency, to start the YouTube channel, to do all of this, to buy this microphone, and to talk to you about life and business, to talk to the lighting that's shining at me right now. Everything you're seeing. The stand that's holding my phone up that you're watching right now, that's allowing me to talk to you. I paid for all of this. I paid for this with a credit card. I didn't have money, because I was working as a police officer and I was part-time. And again, I was part-time by choice. Some people might say that I was part-time, because I wasn't good enough as a cop and couldn't hack it. It's like, not necessarily. I like more free time. I like business. Like I've been talking about for the last 25 minutes. I like business. I like entrepreneurship. This is what I'm all about. I like to study new ways of making money. I like to study everybody's journey. Something that equalizes everybody is being an entrepreneur, interestingly enough. Anything can be accomplished if you truly believe in yourself, and you can never forget that. If you really want it bad enough, all you got to do is chase it. You just got to believe in yourself. You got to believe in the vision. And you got to not listen to everybody else. Everybody else is going to tell you that you can't do it. They're going to tell you why it won't work. They're going to tell you why it's foolish. They're going to tell you why you're an idiot. They're going to tell you why it just makes no sense. You should try this. You should do that. Get a job. Be sensible. Be logical. You don't know what you're talking about. You don't even know about this. Everybody's going to have a label for you. But fuck them. Be yourself. Be yourself. Don't ever let anybody tell you who you are. Don't ever let anybody tell you that you can't do something. You can do whatever you want. This is America. We're Americans. Not Americans. We're Americans. Anything is possible in this country, and never forget it. Don't let any teacher tell you that nothing is achievable. If you want it, if you got the vision, if you got the stuff, if you got the might, if you got the skills, then you can capture everything that you want. And it only takes focus, and it only takes execution and time. And eventually, you will be the best. You'll be the master because you took time to learn. You took time to educate yourself. You failed enough to where you succeeded eventually. And then now you teach the subject. Now people ask you. Now people respect you and love you. When at first, when you were only getting 25 views on YouTube, they hated you. But now they love you. Look at how it works when you just stay tough, when you don't fucking quit. Stay strong, and nothing can defeat you. Gold Shark Media is a story of strength. What I want our mission to be is to build the American dream. I keep saying it over and over because I want to iterate that we are the agency who believes in the American dream. You give us a large investment, you're getting a partner. This is a growth partnership if you work with Gold Shark Media. We want to be with you for the long haul, through the good times and the bad times, because our goal is to make your business more wealthy. Marketing agencies, that's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to put money into your pocket that you gave us first. Okay, so we want to make sure that as a marketing agency, you come out of this deal making more money. Okay, our goal as a marketing agency is to push you up to the next level. It's to push you up to the point of financial freedom and independence so you can start making 10K, 20K, 30K a month in your business. So that's what we do at Gold Shark Media. That's what I stand for, Brendan Scott Ecker. I want prosperity. I want greatness. I want people to achieve what they never thought possible. And that's what I'm all about. I'm all about doing things that most say is crazy. I'm all about taking risks. I'm all about contrarian views, taking the road less traveled by. See, I never want to look like everybody else in the room. Had to go to a dinner not too long ago. This is actually the dress shirt I wore to an event. And I said, no, I want to wear all black because I don't want to look the same as anybody. I know most people aren't going to wear all black, so I'm going to wear all black. Because if anybody does, it'll be like a very small amount of people. And guess what? I saw like nobody, 0 people who wore all black. Just a point. I like to stand out and be different. I never want to be just like everybody else. Never. And, you know, I was okay with being wrong. And I still am to this day. And that's, again, what brings me back to why I keep going with Gold Shark Media. Why do I keep building Gold Shark Media? Why do I even keep trying? Even if we're not making clients for a long period of time. That's happened. Where people just don't have money. They really don't. You know, and the internet might tell you people have money, but really a lot of people don't have money. People are struggling. Most of your clientele. Even the rich, which is most of our clientele. Real estate agents. Again, e-commerce companies making millions a year. Guess what? Some of these companies making millions a year, you wouldn't believe what kind of debt they're in. You wouldn't believe how much money they actually owe back in taxes. You wouldn't believe how much money some of these companies are actually withholding from their clients and not putting it into advertising or whatever it might be. You wouldn't fucking believe it. And so everything is just a game. And that's something you need to understand. And I understood it at a certain point. I was sitting in my patrol car one day, and I'm just like, this is back when I was full-time cop, and I'm like, man, I hate this. You know, like, I love this badge, and I love the people I work with. I love the people I serve in this community. But I hate this fucking job. I hate it. Like, I hated it. And at one point, I liked it. At one point, I was all about being a cop. But there came a day where I just said, I hate this job. Like, every time a call would come over the radio, I was done. I didn't want it. You know, I just said, something happened to me where I wanted more. And not out of selfish reasons. Not because I wanted to be comfortable. I wanted to achieve more in my life. I wanted to be what I knew I could become. If I pushed myself harder. If I tried new things. If I just gave up and let go of what society tells me I need to do. Keep a job. Do it for 30 years. Eventually get your pension. Eventually you'll have a good life. Eventually you'll have a good retirement. Fuck that. Winners don't think that way. Winners don't let society declare their future. Winners don't do that. Winners take what they want. Winners don't fuck around. Winners just fucking go. Winners just fucking build. We innovate. We rock it. We create the narrative. We create the future. Because that is what entrepreneurship is. That is what business and capitalism is. It's about being creative. It's about setting standards and raising the bar higher. Gold Shark Media stands for this. Envision gold. The American dream. Build it. Build it. And they will come. There is nothing you can't achieve if you truly believe in the vision, if you truly believe in the cause, the purpose. Many of the greatest things that you've ever seen happen in your lifetime, some of the greatest achievements, they were all accomplished and achieved by those who were called crazy, who were once ignored, who were once overlooked, underestimated. And then eventually, look who's on top. It's the ones that you doubt. It's the ones you don't think are going to be there. It's the ones who go through all the hell. All the people who lose everything eventually become the ones who declare the future. Do you understand? If you want something bad enough, you take it. God gave you a vision and the ability to achieve anything you want. Don't let anybody tell you you can't. Take it. At the end of the day, this requires wisdom. This requires focus. It requires taking action. It requires you to believe in yourself, but also to believe in something more than yourself, something higher. To believe that you do have a purpose on earth, that you're not just here by accident, that you're not just here because of chemistry and biology and human anatomy and physiology and all these scientific reasons. We're here because of such a larger purpose. And the day that we realize this, collectively as humanity, is the day we can become so much more. We can become transcendent, fifth dimensional, sixth dimensional. Who knows what can be possible? Everybody says that time travel is impossible. My whole life I've heard how time travel is so impossible, but you don't even know this world that you live in. You don't even know how many travelers are walking amongst you. How many people have already seen the future and are just visiting. You have no idea. You'd be shocked. So all I know is time is of the essence. We only have so much time to build on our goals, to build the things we want, and to never stop innovating until the day we breathe our last breath. So I, Brendan Scott Ecker, I'm making this today because I want this to be the video I play when I'm rich, when I'm wealthy, to my standards, to my level of wealth. I'm not going to give you my net worth yet. All I know is it's not big enough to where it's important to disclose. But we're getting there. And I can say it's been a magical experience. It's been wild. It's been a what a ride. You know, I've lost so much. I failed so much. But man, I have learned so much. You cannot defeat me at this point. I'm so unemployable, but like in a good way. I'm unemployable in a good way to the extent that, you know, I can truly make money on my own anywhere. I'll never go hungry. I'll never go hungry. I'll never go without a meal. And it's not because I have enough money or anything like that, or I'm a millionaire. I mean, it's not just because of that. It's because I have so much more in my life. I have the understanding of how to win. You see, once you understand how to win, then you can truly just keep on losing and be fine with it until you win. Because this is the art of winning. You see that I'm making a point here. If you want to win, then you need to be okay with losing again and again and again and again and again and again and again. And then you keep losing again and again and again. And then things get really hard in life. Everybody tells you to quit. They call you a fool. They tell you maybe you should do something else. Or maybe you're not working hard enough at it. This, and that. You're a failure. Everything else they might say except those words, but they think it and they feel it and you know it and you sense it. But you keep going for some reason. Something, this kind of voice tells you, keep going, keep going, keep going. This is important. Don't quit. Fight, 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 fight. And this has been my whole life. My whole life has been a fight. I feel my entire life I have been motivated not to just succeed or to do any of these superficial things because I wanted to be the very best at anything I truly wanted to be great at. I wanted to be the best at it. And not out of arrogance, not to stomp on other people or step on other people's necks, not for power, none of that. I wanted it for myself, to prove to myself that I could achieve anything. And so my whole life until I'm dead might always be a failure, you know, based on what the masses consider success, right? The masses see success as fast cars, beautiful homes worth tens of millions of dollars, beautiful wife, 10 children, you know, all these things, beautiful clothes, materialistic stuff, okay? And that is never what that's just never what I've considered success. What I consider success is truly to be able to be free, to have time and abundance, to be happy, to smile, to be able to smile, to be relieved, to not, to have peace of mind, to be able to do this, what you and I are doing right now. I'm so lucky to be able to make this video the way I see life. I'm lucky. A friend of mine, fucking house burned down. It's like, why? Why does this stuff happen? It's like, here I am making a YouTube video and an ex's house burns down. And it's just fucking tragic. And, I understand on another level that one day that will probably be me. Maybe it won't be a house burning down, but it'll be some other tragedy. Maybe it'll be a child dying. Fucking God forbid. For anybody. I don't wish the death, by the way, of anybody on any human being. And I would never, we live in a world where you never know what's going to happen. The unpredictable twists of fate will always pull you in different directions, but you have to stay focused and remain powerful in the sense that you cannot quit. Again, we go back to how you're going to fail again and again and again, and you're going to lose again and again and again. And to the point of feeling like a loser, it will almost change your identity. You'll feel like one, but you have to reframe and rewire all the time, constantly. And remember, and take a step back, this could be worse. I could be in jail tonight. This could be worse. I could be in a hospital bed right now. Not able to get out. Not able to afford it even. This could be worse. My wife and I, can't have kids. This could be worse. I could be dying in a few minutes. This could be worse. I could be old. This could be worse. I could be young. This could be worse. This could be worse. This could be worse. Life could always be worse, you see. And so once you understand this, and you understand that the art of life and winning is to just keep going and to never quit, once you understand that the formula to success is to fail often and to just learn from your failures, to constantly better yourself, to become a sponge of information and knowledge, once you understand this and you become educated, once you become stoic, once you become focused on a goal and a dream and an objective bigger than yourself, once you realize your purpose and your own legacy, then you're unstoppable. Nothing is going to ever take you down. So, ladies and gentlemen, Gold Shark Media is here for the long haul. I don't know what's going to happen at the end of this, as Alex Jones says. But, if it's a fight they want, it's a fight they'll get, at the end of the day. The universe is here for the taking. Anything you want to achieve, you can achieve. And we've said this repetitively now in this episode. So I wanted to make this just because, for anybody out there who's an entrepreneur trying to build something of their own, if you're trying to leave your job, if you're trying to do something that you didn't really think you could do, right? You're trying to lose weight, whatever it might be. Stick to it. Just don't give up. I've played sports my whole life. I've been to college, got my degree, became a police officer, wrote 2 books, published them, buy them on Amazon, support the cause, support the show. Started a YouTube channel, grew it to 28,000 subscribers, because by the time I reach 1 million subscribers, I would assume by that point, then we should have a well over enough passive income for us with our businesses, with Gold Shark Media, and everything we've built to help other corporations and brands. And hopefully by then we'll have other brands partnering with us. And, whatever the date is today, perhaps things will be better, perhaps things will be worse. But just never give up on a goal. Never give up on your dreams. You can truly do anything. So go start that business. Spend too much money. Do the opposite of what society tells you to do. Don't listen to anybody. Honestly, don't listen to anybody who isn't where you want to be. So if you want to be a millionaire, then listen to millionaires. If you want to be a baker, then you should go spend time with the baker. If you want to go be a police officer, you should go be a police officer. If you want to work with animals, you should work with animals. Do what you love. Do what you're passionate about. There's this argument of that you should do what you're passionate about. Some agree and some disagree. I believe that there should be a balance. You shouldn't necessarily just do whatever you want and do whatever you love, because sometimes that might not make you the most money. You need to turn your work into passion. You need to find the passion in your work. You need to find the passion in everything you do. Everything is worth being passionate about. We don't have a lot of time here on Earth. We don't have a lot of time to leave our mark in the history books. We don't have a lot of time to be legendary. We don't have a lot of time to change the world. We don't have a lot of time to save our families, to be the first millionaires in our families. We don't have a lot of time. You must be entrepreneur. You must be an entrepreneur. You must be entrepreneurial. As I sit here today, as a young 26-year-old kid, I look at the world around me and I just see how right I am every day. And it's not because, I'm trying to be arrogant, but it's more because, wow, I can see the power of knowledge and the power of education, the power of educating oneself and reading and, paying attention to what's going on in the world around you. Because if you don't, you're going to be a victim to the changes that happen by people like me. And typically these people in power are much, 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 much worse than me. And as I said, the most important things in my life are prosperity, success for my family, but also for others. Because I have a theory that if everybody has a successful business, that means more jobs are created. And if more jobs are created, more people are working. Then when more people are working, they can make more money, thus allowing them to eventually start businesses later. And thus the cycle of capitalism continues and proves to be successful versus communism and socialism, where you get these rations and you're only given this and this and everybody has the same, except the government, except those in power, an oligarchy. So whatever you believe in terms of government, what I believe as a man is that we must be free and independent. Health, wealth, love, happiness, freedom, time to do what we want. We only have so much time before we all die. Eventually, maybe technology will change that. Maybe AI will eventually allow us to live forever. Maybe Neuralink and Elon Musk's companies and nanotechnology will allow us to live to 200 and 300 years. But at some point, we do die as human beings. Or the soul dies at least and goes somewhere else. Perhaps the soul can be manipulated. Perhaps the DNA can be manipulated. Dark matter and all of these things. But there's just a real metaphysical fact and universal fact that human beings, we go to new levels. And there are so many dimensions for us to travel. And this is just such a small world that we live in. A tiny little flake of dust is what planet Earth is. All of this, everything you see around you, the madness, the chaos, the complications, the emotions, makes one wonder, does it even matter? Yes, because we're all in this together. And there's so much more to learn, to understand where we came from. We have only just begun to live as human beings. So, this was my rant. Brendan Scott Ecker. I believe that as Americans, business needs to be prioritized again. I believe if business is made a priority, then America can truly succeed and reach its highest potentials. And so, with that being said, guys, stay prudent, stay powerful, stay wealthy. Never forget, you are anything that you say you are. What you want to become depends solely on the action that you will take. If you want it bad enough, then you will achieve it, and you will find a way. You will not make excuses. You won't do your best. You'll do what is required. So don't give up. Stay focused. Keep fighting. Keep breathing until you breathe your last breath. You never give up.